fuck up. Hold on. What? That's her. That's Capricorn Clark.
Yeah, Lauren London's older sister.
Look, her and Ray J. Wait, what? Oh. She attends the 2012 BET Awards. Wait a minute, girl. Did people even know that was her sister?
I never knew Lauren London had a sister.
Me the fuck either.
So I'm mind blown.
Okay. Diddy's former assistant calls him a devil. He's now facing 9 years run.
I just feel like it goes so deep down. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like... What is it called? Like a butterfly? Is it called the butterfly effect? The dominoes.
Domino effect.
Domino effect. Where it's just like everything's crumbling. There's no way in his mind he can think he's gonna be not guilty. Right? Like at this point, he's gotta have it in his head like, oh shit.
Boom.
I'm going
He's
down.
rich. Could he have paid, could somebody be paying jurors off? It takes one juror. I'm just saying, like, John Gotti got acquitted. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly beat shit. Michael Jackson beat shit. Like, it just takes...
But
I agree. I don't think it should.
I feel like there's hella evidence, though.
I know, but
Like,
it just takes one jury person to not... It has to be a unanimous vote.
so what happens if only one person decides no?
Hung
They
jury.
keep going until...
No, it's a hung jury. You don't
so then they walk?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. They can retry him.
What is it with
That's what happened with the YMLE thing, right? It was a hung jury. And they think he got to some of the jurors, like paid them off. So then you can be retried. Because you can't be retried for the same thing if you've been found guilty or not guilty. But a hung jury is no verdict.
So at what point in a court case does a judge get to say, like, oh yeah, they're guilty?
I'll tell you right now, Danny Masterson from that 70s show,
Oh,
who
guilty.
knowingly raped, was a hung jury.
Not the R word, sorry y'all.
It was a hung jury. And no one thought the judge was going to do it. And the judge was like, oh no, yeah, we're retrying it. And he was.
Dang, that would be crazy if Diddy got away with it.
Damn, where is Danny?
There's
Danny
no
Masterson.
way Diddy could get away with it.
No, but no.
Hi. Can someone please subscribe? How do I subscribe to your channel? Let me see. How come it doesn't let me go to your page? That's wild. There's no way Diddy could walk free, bro. Not with, like, everything we've seen. Like, she brought pictures.
They're half sisters. They're half sisters.
Oh, they're half-sisters?
Yeah.
California, what about you? That's wild. But they were around each other.
Look at this picture.
I'm so confused.
Lauren London, Cassie, Chloe.
That's when Diddy made her shave the side of her head. Because remember he seen it at a restaurant? The waiter or something? And then he said, I like that. And then she had to cut her hair like that. That's
Yeah, Young
wild.
Jock said. How many people are on there? Are the people keeping up with current events?
Are you guys watching the Diddy trial? If you're old enough to be watching the Diddy trial.
Because it has got us
It's
thrown.
getting crazy.
So Rihanna's friend Capricorn. So it's funny to say that Rihanna's close friend. Actually,
Yeah, I heard she was close to Rihanna. But when I Googled it, it doesn't show her. Like, it doesn't say them being close. So, I don't know. You guys, drop in the chat. Are you watching the Diddy case? If you're old enough to watch the Diddy case. Thank you for the like. Because it's got me messed up. I'm not going to even lie. Some of that stuff is a little crazy. I wonder from what year this all started.
it goes back.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when did he get noticed? Like, when did he start really getting into his money? Did he?
When Biggie died.
When Biggie died.
And this is so bad.
Yeah, it's...
Dawn Richards from Danity Kane.
Yeah, she was on the stand.
And said he hit Cassie with a frying pan.
Yeah. And then took her into the other room.
But then the
It still had eggs in it.
Diddy's attorneys were pissed because they're like, Cassie didn't even bring that up.
Yeah.
So why is she being allowed to bring it up?
Well, she witnessed it.
And that's the thing. That's why the judge and the prosecution keep reminding people, this is not Cassie versus Diddy. It is the United States government versus him. These are witnesses. So their experience paints the bigger picture.
Yeah. And they were around.
And the attorneys for Diddy kept saying, this should be thrown out. Why? It points to character.
Yeah. Points to anger and abuse and all that other stuff.
Oh, I read. Well, you know how they had that group, Dawn, Diddy, and that other girl, Dirty Money. Remember that was that group?
Yeah.
Well, all this shit came out. Kalina's the other girl from Dirty Money. Because I'm a weirdo.
Kalina Love and Hip Hop.
Was. Remember,
Yeah.
very briefly.
Yeah.
And had the husband, Tony.
She had beef with Rashida.
Remember? And
Yeah.
had the husband, Tony, and going on shit.
Yeah.
Clearly, they were on Love and Hip Hop. Money's back, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm just saying. No one's on Love and Hip Hop who has, like, a bomb-ass career.
Yeah.
They don't. So when I saw her on Love and Hip Hop, after the Dirty Money group, I was like, oh, wow, she fell off. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
First thing I thought, okay, all this stuff starts coming out about Diddy. Dawn, if you remember, Dawn did an interview. And she was like, no, yeah, he was bad.
Mm-hmm.
I had experience with him. Danny came. I had experience with him in the group. Then Kalina came out and did a whole thing and was like, I've never had a bad experience with him. He's great, he's great, he's great, he's great, he's great. That's what the prosecution found. A fucking memo, like a note in Diddy's phone. Basically, I don't know why he's so stupid. Basically, there's a note saying he paid someone off. That week is when Kalina came out. They have it. Allegedly. They have it. Dawn is suing Diddy. Kalina is named 30 times in that lawsuit.
Oh, it's so bad.
And then I heard when they asked Cassie, like, I guess when they were like, are you getting paid from this?
How many of you guys in the chat follow DDG? Side note, real quick.
Yeah, all of it.
How many of you guys are following DDG right
How
now?
many of you are up on current events?
Yeah.
In the entertainment pop culture world. Because it's not
Hollywood.
news events. Well,
Hollywood. Really. Because that's really what it is.
pop culture.
DGG lives in Hollywood. All the shit with Diddy's happening in Hollywood. Rock Nation, Hollywood.
Chris Brown lives there, but he can't get there
Chris
now.
Brown stuck in Manchester off a 2023 charge after saying free Tory. Tory Lanez was stabbed 14 times, allegedly. His DNA wasn't on the gun, allegedly. There's so much going on, and my 90s heart can't take it all.
She got 10 mil. They were like, are you making money off this? She was like, no. And they're like, do you have any loss? Have you gotten paid or something? She's like, no. And then they're like, the Intercontinental. She was like, oh yeah, I got 10 mil. So she got 10 mil from them, settled right before the court thing just happened.
Yeah.
And then the 20, and they were like, so you did it for the money? And she was like, no. And they were like, basically, like, was the 20 million worth? And she was like, no, I'd give it back right now if I could have, like, my life. It's fucking ruined. She said if she could have her agency back. An agency is like...
Wasn't the agency what got her in this
No,
situation?
it's a term she's using. It wasn't like she can get the agency back. Like, she can get herself back to what she
like
was
before all that? Yeah. But everybody would want to do that.
Wait a minute. I gotta find this. I found an interview. It's very weird, and she's...
Hi, how are you? It's just all weird. And I feel like it's very weird that everybody, like, all of this is coming out now. And it's not just like bits and pieces. It's like a domino.
Then he did the beat, and then...
We do not own copyright.
So look, this is 7 years ago.
Video.
You know, I don't know if marriage would be conducive.
You're taking
to
shots?
me sitting here with you right now.
From New York and on the new Hot 97 app, Ebro in the morning. On Hot
Who's here after her testimony in the Diddy case? So happy.
And the beautiful Cassie on the show. Give it up to Cassie. Rosenberg on assignment with the WWE.
We're watching Hot 97 on YouTube.
Wow, she sounds crazy.
Late night last night?
Yeah, you know.
What was you doing last night?
I had to host at Sapphires.
Oh, word. You was in the strip club last night. Okay.
You know, it wasn't really like, it wasn't that kind of night, but definitely.
How is Cassie at a strip club? Are you one to have like just stacks and throw it in the air and
They
do you get
gave
busy?
me- Look, they gave me this gun, which I've never seen before.
Yeah, I seen that.
And you put the ones in it. But they were like, you know, don't just power off. You gotta just like in spurts because you lose the whole thing.
Oh,
You
got
just-
it, got it.
Gotcha.
But
How about
yeah.
that experience with the, what would that call, the Make It Rain gun? Would be the
Yeah.
appropriate name for
I
that?
think
It all seems so crazy now. Like, is she wearing those because she has black eye?
That's what I was just thinking. Like, why are you wearing that in the
This
studio?
time you have, yeah, it was a couple years ago now.
And she was doing hosting gigs at strip clubs? I did not
So
know
the short
that.
film is based off of a couple of records that are
I thought she was like... that just goes to show. What the fuck do I know? I don't know her, okay?
I never would have imagined.
I thought she was like a very...
Shy.
She was in my Delia's catalog
Yeah.
as a kid.
Yeah.
And then MySpace. And then got with Diddy. And I thought she was just some like... And then you never really see her out or nothing. So definitely did I think she was hosting
At a
gigs
strip
at
club?
strip clubs? Absolutely not.
gonna be on my album. So one's called Love a Loser, and the other one's called Don't Play It Safe, but that comes at the end. And it's just basically about a love story between a dysfunctional couple, which I'm sure we're all familiar with.
Yes.
Her and Diddy.
And yeah, you gotta watch it.
Did you write, direct, produce, cast the whole thing?
Well, we actually improv'd the whole thing, so it was kind of interesting. Chris, you said your friend.
Yeah, because I brought up because the love interest in the short film is a friend of mine, Chris.
Yes.
And
Chris.
yes, but Chris has so many names. I don't even know what he goes by now. But he was from my neighborhood, East Harlem.
That's so crazy.
And he's friends with Bodega Bams, and he used to run with the Tam Boys. But
Okay.
he's super talented.
Very talented musician.
Yeah.
Would I know him?
Yes, you do.
What was his name?
You know him.
As
You guys,
Chris?
Gabby
Chris.
Ghost.
Gazi Go. I've heard of that.
Yes.
Okay.
But when you see him, wait a second, I know Chris. That's why I said he has a lot of aliases because he works really hard. But he's super talented.
So how did he become somebody that you got on your radar to become the love interest in the film? Are you guys working together on music outside? Or?
We actually aren't. I didn't know him at all.
Got it.
And I had Capricorn Clark.
Yeah, I know. Cap is family.
Capricorn.
Correct. So her
Is
and I
Lauren London's
are
half
working on
sister.
together.
Clock
Story
it,
and
guys.
That's iffy.
See, that's what I said. Iffy.
Yes, iffy. You gotta laugh.
Yeah.
But she knew him, and it's like, you know.
Yeah, he's
He
dope
fits
songwriter.
the bill and not being like somebody that everybody knows,
Right.
but
Good looking dude.
under the radar. Yeah.
So was
so you're saying this
Capricorn,
film
since
plays
she
into
was
an
a
album?
personal
Plays into an album.
assistant
So
to
Love
Diddy,
Loser is a record that I
did she
I wrote
get
with
this
Ellie.
treatment?
actually
Ellie's amazing.
amazing. And Benny did the beat,
I have
and
so many
then G-Eazy
questions.
jumped on it because he heard it, and it just kind of like came together.
G-Eazy?
So you're about to have a serious resurgence here.
Berkeley High.
I've been
I've been working.
just Diddy's
G-Eazy?
girlfriend for the
I'll
last
take it.
several years.
CBJ?
Which is
Wait.
amazing. I'm sure that's an amazing life also, but I think
An
a lot of
amazing
people
life.
forget that
I'm
you
sure that's an
are-
amazing life.
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
So
listen.
Love Loser
crazy.
is a record that I wrote with Belly, actually.
Ellie's
He
amazing.
said, wait.
Amazing.
Mm.
And then he did the beat, and then G-Eazy jumped on it because he heard it, and it just kind of like came together pretty organically. So
Wow.
So you're about to have a serious resurgence here.
He's from
You've
Berkeley.
kinda been
G-Eazy,
like
that's,
just Diddy's
what's her name?
Fuck with me and get some money.
girlfriend
Yeah, that's, what's
for
his
the last
name?
several years,
Ex-wife.
which is amazing. I'm sure that's an
Um,
amazing
she
life
was
also,
on
but,
Haley.
I think a lot of
Halsley.
people forget that
G-Eazy
you
is a
are
white
songwriting
guy.
yourself and
Oh.
have
From
music
Berkeley
to offer.
High
Has
School.
that been
Who's the
hard
other
to
guy?
Just like,
He's the guy
I
who
mean,
fuck with me and
there's no
get
way
some
around
money
It's
with
Diddy.
Cardi B when she
He's
first came
gonna-
out.
He's a marquee name. He's one of the richest guys in our culture, hip hop, richest guys in the world. And
Did
I'm
he?
sure you being your own person, is that hard in a relationship to navigate that?
You know, it was difficult to navigate it for a little while just because, you know, people automatically at this point now just don't associate with music anymore all the time. But I do have a core group of fans that just ride or die, and they're just like, when is it coming? When is it coming? So that was part of the reason why I kept going, but also because I just love making music. And it is sometimes difficult to get through that, but ultimately, whatever works out is going to work out.
I also read that you're working with Kate Trinata.
Yes.
Okay, I believe she's fucked up in this interview.
Yeah.
I believe now, knowing what we know, she is. First of all, she's still on pills to keep her from ODing.
Party next door.
She's still right now taking
Oh, that's
medicine
crazy.
Well, yeah.
And these are all
to not
people hang out in
be
parties
hooked on
with LA too,
opioids.
so they're your
Kind of
friends too.
sort. I don't really go out like that unless I have
She don't
to.
even sound.
But people that I do know, I actually didn't know Kate Trinata. I was a huge fan after 99.9%.
Yeah, why is she wearing
So,
glasses
yeah.
in it?
Phenomenal album you put
Oh,
out.
No, I
and,
think she's
Hit Boy,
high.
I just started getting into it. So.
Wow,
That
so
or fucked up.
I got a good roster of like really dope.
a good roster,
I mean,
an
yeah.
amazing roster.
I
What you
can't
talking
wait.
about?
Yeah, I can't wait to play this stuff. Honestly.
So when is this album gonna drop?
That's a great.
Oh my God, sorry people. I was like, who are these?
I really don't
Hold
know.
on.
But I do know I'm just gonna keep putting out music.
Who gets to make the call when
need
you put
my
that
Coke.
out? Like, is that all you? Is
I
it
feel like at this point, the way that the music industry is set up, you kind of just put stuff out.
Was that heavy?
I don't know. Hold on, yeah. I'm trying to.
This should work.
I'm trying to put it back here though, so
Oh.
it doesn't see over
Are
there.
you I guess going off of what goes on blogs and the posts you've seen, how does Cassie
Oh.
Sorry.
I thought it was a magnet.
rumors
There.
and
Sorry.
like how do you? Because every
personally?
Boom.
yeah, just you.
Oh, how I do it.
Yeah, like how.
I need
Okay.
you to do your
I'm
magic.
just happy that people still say your
No
name.
pressure, but pressure.
Where did the other thing go?
I don't know. That's wild. You're gonna find it in the most random. You went into your room.
I ultimately just, there's been so much stuff said.
No.
Like, what do you say?
Making sure.
After a while, what do you worry about anymore? Because as long as people are talking, they're talking. So at least feed them with something that's,
Yeah.
to the core. Like, give them who you are.
Do you
What?
I guess long term, as you and Puff have this amazing relationship that's withstood all the rumors and all the negative energy.
Amazing relationship.
Everybody always wants to put their own terms of a relationship on other people. When is he gonna marry you? When is this gonna happen? And nowadays with somebody like Puff, who's Puff's been married. I don't know how many times, once maybe twice. I don't know. Oh, he's never been married.
No.
So obviously he's not into that. That's not his
You know
thing.
what's cool about Puff is that
Women?
he doesn't understand marriage.
Sorry.
But
Allegedly.
that's a certain type of relationship, and it just works the way it is.
Do you believe marriage is for everybody?
No, absolutely not. My parents are still married. And Rod, how long have they been married? 35 years. Yeah.
Is that your brother?
That's my older brother, yeah.
Hey, brother.
That's
Nice to meet you. You guys look alike. By the way, you guys look alike.
Yeah. He's like my
But
twin.
do you believe in marriage?
I believe in marriage. It's with the right situation. But I
She
feel
brought
like
her little brother around them.
Older brother.
I've seen a lot of
Supposedly
people
she,
get married.
yeah.
Didn't she just say little brother?
No, my older brother.
Right
Oh.
after, yeah.
No, in the term that I've been in my relationship.
Right.
So,
Yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? I feel like you can't really put a tag on it. Of course, everybody looks at marriage as something very, I don't know, solid and important, but you have a solid relationship, you gotta
I mean, it's gotta. I've never been married, and I think
Me
it's
either.
good for.
I was standing up.
And I love the idea of marriage, but I think people put the
It's
wrong.
the idea of marriage that I think people fall in love with.
Right, I think.
Sometimes.
Right, but I don't think
sometimes
they
people
want
are
to do
really
the work.
meant to be married. And
I don't
it's
think
like
people
what-
want to do the work.
There's a lot of work.
I
There
don't
is a
think
lot of
people
work.
really
But there's a lot of work in
But then sometimes
relationships.
you see relationships like hers that it's like, all right, you've proven your loyalty, you've proven to be there, and it's like, it's so. I mean, I don't like. They're basically married
You know
You
what?
have
too,
everything.
for me,
for the most
Huh.
part.
my
And little
lifestyle
did
is so
we know.
different
At
than
what
everyone
cost?
else's that, you know,
Little do we know.
I don't know.
You're not basically
that
married. He only spends New Year's Eve with her people
Sitting here with you right now.
Yeah.
at this
and
point,
having,
the
you know,
entire
our own
time.
stuff. But I do believe in marriage.
Can you imagine?
I do believe in love.
Well,
Whatever that is.
can you when you say
Wasn't
sitting here
around
with
the
us, you
kids.
think if you were a wife or a mom, you wouldn't be wanting to, you wouldn't
I
have
feel
that
like
same.
I feel like my perspective would just be different. Like it's just I'm younger at heart right now because I
Got
don't.
it.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Marriage is what you make it. That's the one thing I'm
Marriage is what you make it. And I'm sure
Everybody-
I'm gonna
I've
get
seen
tons of
so-
shit from people for this interview and
Well, no,
talking
but
about
that's
marriage,
because
but
they
this is
wanna-
some real stuff.
But that's because they want to put their ideas
So
on
hold
other
on.
people,
Let me
right?
cut one.
And some people are married and they're swingers, and people don't love
Oh.
that.
Right.
Some people are married and they have an open relationship, but they're married. People don't love that. Some people are married and they live thousands of miles away from each other and haven't seen each other in a year and a half.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like everybody.
Everybody just has a different way.
That's
Like even
true.
the record Love a Loser, the hook is I'd rather lose a lover than to love a loser. You don't want to just end up with some
But you love a loser.
random stuff and just be lying to yourself.
He just so
at the end
happens
of
to
the day.
be
How much
rich
of this
as
project
fuck.
is about your personal life?
Ooh, in a percentage.
Well, yeah, I mean,
No, I think every
a little
every
bit.
single song is based on my experiences or experiences that I saw other people go through. So it's all very personal, just all the way around. So a lot of it, pretty much all of it.
And we've known you now. When did you come bust on the scene? When was that first record?
Me and You came
Ah,
out in
I love that song.
2006, 2005.
I mean,
Really. Actually, it was 2005.
That was before
MySpace
Diddy, right?
that I put it
Wow,
out.
yeah.
That's how she
Right.
met
Yeah.
Diddy. Was the
And then later, I
MySpace
remember
Me
you
and
put out
You
a record
song.
with Nicki Minaj.
Ryan Leslie, her
Yeah,
manager,
'cause I just remember
brought her to
it was
Diddy.
So fly.
Thing,
Oh,
you
And
know,
she
I
left
think
Ryan Leslie for
That was
Diddy.
a record that I did, and Nikki heard it, and she was like, "Yo, let's do this together." So that's how that worked out.
What does Cassie do like when she's not, red carpets? Like what do you do?
Well, they're called freak offs.
Literally, I'm
Yeah.
chill.
Like is there something
She
about Cassie that
fucks
doesn't
with
I'm
swords
low
in her
key
mouth.
boring. Like,
Oh, that's so
I live a
sad,
very
though.
exciting life, but I'm very, very relaxed. I like to chat.
Oh, okay.
I mean, tidbit. I don't
There
know.
you go. And now we get.
I
She
love
DJs, is that what you said?
Yes.
You make so are you part Filipino too?
I am. I'm half. My dad's.
How's your
Filipino.
lumpia game? Your lumpia game
Oh,
is on
how's
fire.
your pancit?
My pancit's good. Adobo's good. Lumpia, I'm still working on it. My dad is like the ultimate chef. He's a firefighter and he cooks for the fire
Shout out to
department.
Pops.
Shout out to Pops. Thank you, Dad, for teaching me.
So we gotta step your lumpia game up.
We got it. You know what it is? It's the paper or whatever that is.
Right.
Not the roll. The paper. The roll.
The rap.
The wrap.
Yeah.
Talking about weed now. Sorry. But yeah,
I find that you're making special lumpia.
special lumpia for everyone that walks in.
So I had no clue.
Wow.
No clue.
We can smoke it.
How-
It's like watching a whole
No,
different
I mean,
person
I really am
from what
super
I
chill.
thought she was. mentally.
1000%.
Yeah, I thought she was
I've
like
never done big-
shy, quiet
Yes,
girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's the same thing. So I go to Russell's place. It's called Tantras.
How is that?
It's great. It's really, really great. I love it there.
So
Okay,
well, so Russell
was probably just
Simmons
mad actors, actors,
allegedly
models,
did what he
everything,
did.
just
So
like
of course this is 7 years ago because he
everybody.
doesn't have a place anymore. He fled the country because he is also not a good man to women.
Are you required to listen to Russell
Allegedly.
talk
And
to
now
you
he's in
about
Bali.
eating? Is that a part of the requirement?
About eating?
Or his eat healthy, or do you have to like buy one of his books or hear him talk long
No,
about?
he gives me his books and I read them.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're not required to sit. Because
Success and
sometimes sitting and
stillness.
listening to Russell can be its own.
Look, I took a
Sure.
class with him, and when he did an inversion and went up, it was one I definitely could not do. I was like, I give it up. I give it
Russell's
all.
got more moves than you.
Look, he's a G.
He's about it.
Yeah.
So you cook well. Your adobo game's on point, so that's a good look. You smoke weed. We got that. We know that. Are you big like spades, hanging out? You play mahjong or any of the, you play any of the ill games?
That was
Any
racist.
of, because my Filipino friends, the old ladies sit in the garage and they play the mahjong where they fill the big dominoes on the bottom. You know?
Yeah.
Mahjong is
Play that.
Chinese.
So yoga, weed, cooking,
Damn.
New album.
writing music,
Album
Writing
never
music,
came out.
been in studio, still working.
They even said on
Really
the
just
stand,
been
like,
studio.
okay,
It's pretty
what was
much
your
the-
deal with Bad Boy?
the
10
end of it,
records.
but
How many records have you released?
Working on my
None.
craft. Oh, you know what I'm not bringing up?
what?
I act as well. So,
Well, that's why you're doing this mini movie.
yes.
And would this be considered a mini?
I didn't even know she was
It's
in a
short
mini
film.
movie.
It's about 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I only
So it's a
know
long
her
music
from Me and You.
It's a long music video.
Really?
And
Keeping it
a
1,000.
music video.
Really?
I've never heard of Cassie before that one song.
When? Tomorrow.
No, that was the
Yeah.
song that made her
Smoking too much
big.
weed,
And that
you
was
know
the
that.
only song I
But then
remember.
she was
You know
in
what?
like,
Last night. That's what happened.
Sapphires got me. No, I'm kidding. No, we had an easy night. We went to go eat at cafeteria. And just,
I've been in cafeteria in so long.
I
Is
haven't
this still in the
either.
same place on
Yeah,
17th?
it's on 17th.
yeah. Yeah, I love that.
Was it packed?
It's always kind of moving. It wasn't like super back, but
I remember they used to have a line outside. You used to have to
it
like.
used to be difficult.
Mhm.
Yes.
That's when I stopped going. I was like, I just want some fried chicken, some mac and cheese.
Well, I know you have a lot going on, but as far as acting goes, are you working on any films?
I am not as of right now, but I did 2 films within like a year, like less than a year, and one of which I lived in South Africa for like 2.5 months, which was like the best experience I've ever had.
How was South Africa?
It's so beautiful. I was in Cape Town.
Cape Town.
Yeah, so that was Honey Free.
You think he had her
And
out there?
before that, it was the perfect match. That was Terrence. Yeah, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, look, it's always great.
that was the one, Honey 3. Honey 3 was when he thought she was fucking with someone. Yeah, it's crazy. There's another interview when she's promoting the movie with Terrence J. She's
Uh-huh.
on like a news channel morning show. And they're like, oh, so you date Puffy? And the lady says it, and the guy interviewer is like, wait a minute, I didn't know you were with him, but I don't know if he was being serious or not. And then they're like, and it just, once again, shows how much the world changes, right? Because 7-8 years ago, how dare they say, how does he feel about you having a love interest? Like, what the fuck? They have those jobs too, you know? So, like, it just already shows, like, even the shit he said, he couldn't say that in an interview now. That was 7 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. He'd be
You know what I mean?
canceled.
So, the guy says to him, the guy says to her, like, well, how did he feel about you being in this movie?
Yeah.
And she's like, but then she just very candidly says, well, he had to talk with him. And then the guy's like, wait, for real? It was like a very awkward, weird moment in like a Mornings on 2 morning interview. It was weird. And that's kind of like the first peep game, right? Like, wait, he had a talk with Terrence J about your movie? And now what you said earlier has got me thinking.
Which part?
Okay, Lauren London
Oh, yeah.
allegedly,
guys.
allegedly after Nipsey died, and she went ghost for a minute and then came out with that movie recently with Jonah Hill, right?
Mhm.
And allegedly, that's all AI, their kiss. Like, I don't know, I just get a weird vibe. And I think it's weird that we didn't know who Capricorn Clark is. And literally the first day of the trial, what was I telling you? I was mad. I was mad at Lauren London because I don't understand how they were best friends.
Yeah. Well, she knew. Because if Capricorn knew, then... And Lauren London was Cassie's best friend.
Well, then I have a problem with when Cassie first came out. and Diddy did that fake ass apology, but
Oh,
people
yeah,
were still
yeah.
kind of doubting Cassie and Lauren Lynn. Why you didn't stand up on your friend's behalf until now? Now we know Capricorn Clark is your sister.
Yeah.
Bitch, why you not opening your mouth and saying nothing?
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Like,
Well, and I think it's weird that
nobody believes.
I think it's weird that Nipsey Hussle passes away. That's the love of your life. But the only message that really got out to the public was what Diddy said to her. You didn't see none of the other messages she got really blown up on like a screen like that.
I
But
didn't even
Diddy's
know her
message
and
to
Diddy
her-
were cool like
There's
that.
a picture of her, Diddy, and Nipsey, and it's Lauren London, Diddy, Nipsey Hussle. There's space in between Nipsey Hussle and Diddy. Lauren London has her arm on Diddy.
Let me find it.
We're gonna find it. We're gonna find the picture, you guys.
We're gonna find it. We're pulling it up.
Because they were saying, like, why is Lauren London all over Diddy while her man's on the other side of him? I think she was in, like, a red dress.
Wait, what?
Hold on, y'all. She got sidetracked.
I'm fucking confused. Well, people are saying now that Lauren London is contaminated because no one knew she had this connection to this shit. So
Yeah,
she's
no
like,
one knew.
contaminated now. You know what I mean? Like she's
Yeah.
not like new no more. No, she's like everyone's.
Everybody was feeling bad for her after Nipsey
Well,
passed.
even before Nipsey passed, like everyone loves her. Like in
Yeah.
the black world, like
Yeah.
black men, any black, that is the one.
Yeah.
Black men now say Lauren London is contaminated.
Yeah,
Now that's
I
a
don't-
shame. That's a word to use against a female. Contaminated. That's rude.
Yeah, that's hurtful.
But I'm saying I kind of feel the same way. I'm black. I don't appreciate this. Why she didn't say anything for her friend
Yeah, but also
after it came out, after Cassie did the
yeah,
lawsuit.
but imagine, boo.
Imagine
Imagine
what?
how many people
we
Diddy has
we
silence.
gotta get into this. We gotta get into
Did
this.
you
'cause
look at
what-
the images?
No, well, what they're saying, boo. What they're saying is Black Sam leaked the tape. Do you know who Black Sam is?
You're supposed to be finding the image.
Nipsey's brother.
Oh. You guys, I love Nipsey Hussle. R.I.P.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
You're supposed to be finding the
How do I
picture.
see what the people say?
They're saying hi. They're not very talkative.
Oh, guys. What's
They're just listening
a lot
for.
happening? What time zone
You're
is it? where
supposed to
they're
be
from?
finding the picture for the people.
I know, and now I just ow. Oh. I'd be so sore. But I'm gonna keep going. Look what I did. I'll just so you know. The weight like this. I can do it on this side without having to hold anything, but I don't have good balance on that side. With the weight to the lunge.
Yeah.
30. I can't do this side. And I did the treadmill at like a 7 incline on 3.5. And I
Damn.
ran 7 of the 20 minutes. And for 5 of the minutes, I did sideways. Oh, it hurts just doing that. And then I did that leg machine in there, but I don't think that thing really works. And then I did. No, I'm serious. I'm gonna get myself together. It's gonna happen. Okay, I gotta find the picture.
Just
And then
just
we have to go look at that YouTube because if they say Black Sam released that's not good. That's not good at all. Oh shit! This picture.
Let me see if this is the picture, y'all. Yeah, that's the picture. Show the people.
Wait, what?
Show the people the picture.
Wait, and she has her hand on this man like that after
On
he
Diddy.
Did, after he did. Fuck Cassie. After he did.
Her
Allegedly,
sister.
her sister.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck half sister or not. I don't give a fuck that I'm beefing with my sister right
Yeah.
now. I will go to Flagstaff in a second and beat somebody's ass.
Yeah.
I'm already feeling this type of way that the little girl's pregnant. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like her anymore. I don't like her anymore.
I know. I loved her.
I can't.
No.
I literally have not listened to one R. Kelly song since that stuff came out. Do you know
Yeah.
that? And I don't listen to the first Aaliyah album except the one song that was produced by the Isley Brothers because I don't know why I just feel so serious about it. I am very upset.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to show my kids ATL, the
Yeah.
movie. Think
I love
we're gonna,
that movie.
I don't know what we're gonna do.
Look at the picture, y'all.
Look, we do not own the rights to this
Oh, yeah.
photo.
No, this is not our photo.
We are just doing this for entertainment. It's a public photo. This was at the Rock Nation
Yeah.
Grammys brunch that Jay-Z and Beyonce host every year.
That's Nipsey Hussle right here.
That's Nipsey, Lauren, and Diddy. How did
And
that happen?
Nipsey.
Oh, you're pushing mine. I thought you were pushing your phone. I'm dead.
Nipsey Hussle, this guy, and Lauren London, that girl, and Diddy, the diddler. That guy and that girl together. Diddy, why that? Why are you not by your mans?
Well, it's also very strange because what we're hearing allegedly in court testimony is that had that been Cassie and that been Diddy and Cassie let a man get in between, Diddy would have then taken her into the bathroom, guys, and allegedly whooped that beep. So why is he so comfortable with the next man's woman? Why? Interesting. Fun fact. Oh, we are deep diving. We're deep diving, people. We are deep diving.
Yeah. I didn't know how like deep and twisted
No. So now we're gonna get to what they say about Black Sam.
this whole
released
thing
it.
is. I don't even know who that is.
No,
until
and
you
we're
just
so
told
bad.
me.
It's 2:30.
Oh God, I gotta go to bed.
And why is Mike Myers involved?
Mike Myers? I don't know why I always
Mike
think that a
Myers.
Halloween guy. That's Michael Myers. Sorry.
No,
y'all.
Mike Myers is Austin.
Boo, it's gonna be names that nobody would ever think was involved.
Oh my God! I just had a total brain thing. I was thinking, oh my God, am I losing my memory? No, Mike Myers, Austin Powers.
Oh.
Why is he in? No, boo, that's weird.
Boo.
Why is Mike Myers?
There's gonna be names that are just gonna be fucking weird. But
Mike Myers, Don Richard, Lauren London, and Kid Cudi.
and I heard something about okay, so I'm not a journalist. I'm not none of this. This is all public information. You can look it up, do your own research, get your own opinions. This is just our take on everything that we've learned recently and allegedly what people are saying currently. People drive really weird at 2 something.
No,
in the
you know
morning.
what else? I just helped solve one of our questions. Because you and I have been not confused. Like, we get it, but like, it just seems like if I hear racketeering or whatever, like I think like mom, blah 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 blah. blah. The charges the charges include sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation specifically to engage in prostitution.
Yeah, he flew people out, y'all.
Well, no, tell the people. Don't fly people out. Tell them.
Oh yeah,
Don't.
do not fly nobody out because
With the
what we've
intent.
learned in this case is you have the intent to hook up with somebody and you buy their ticket and you fly them out. They can then turn around and say that you
trafficked.
dun, 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 traffic them.
No, it's a
So,
law.
that is a
it's
law.
serious.
That's
because
crazy.
the ticket, the airline ticket.
But what if you're with the person?
No, that's the iffy
What?
part. No, this is hello, boo. This is that's the trial. That's the sticky part.
Hey, don't do that.
That's
I'm
the
taking
sticky
everything
part.
you say as fact, and I'll cite you as my source when I repeat it. Well,
No,
that's
you
cool
should.
because because this isn't
No.
fact.
Well, it's fact about the trafficking law.
Oh yeah, that is
No,
actually
that is
in
a
his
fact.
documents.
And it's no, you can fly whoever you want out. You do you, okay? But just know if
Yeah.
that situation doesn't go right for you or that person, and a ticket was bought in exchange for something, that can be looked at as a form of payment. And anytime you pay someone to cross a state line, that is trafficking. You be grown, you do with that what you want. But don't be stupid because I didn't know that's what it was.
Yeah,
I had
didn't know
no
that
clue.
was the thing.
And everybody's like, let's get flued out, let's get flued out. I've never been flown out, other than like
Yeah.
buying a ticket or flying somewhere for work.
Yeah.
But just be careful. And I have daughters and all.
And you can cite this, but in my live, I literally say, like, I'm not a journalist.
No,
This
we're
is all-
not.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
but
you
we're
can do
also
what you want.
smart,
But
and we know the law.
if you're looking up the case, then
Well,
you'll be
that's
able
the
to
law.
come with your own hypothesis.
That's why people get
This is great.
R. Kelly trafficking. Why? He was flying girls to and
I
from the
thought-
concerts.
I thought R. Kelly's only thing was peeing on somebody.
No, boo. He's. Done
I
that.
thought R.
No.
Kelly was just arrested and put in jail for that.
No, it's big. It's major. No, major. Like,
Have him testify. I'm sure he knows some shit.
oh, it's major.
How many parties do you think R. Kelly attended?
To be honest, I don't think any. I think they kept their shit separate. It's a different type of freaky weird shit. I think they just. I
just got bit by a mosquito.
Oh, this thing isn't lit anymore.
And I have a blanket on. What the heck?
No, boo. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they commingled their hoes.
No,
R.
it
Kelly,
doesn't work that way.
R. Kelly likes little girls, allegedly, and Diddy.
People Diddy flew out were escorts and stuff like that. People
Yeah.
that were flying there just to have sex and leave, you know? They weren't in a long distance relationship or none of that.
Well, and he was actually tricking them, allegedly, according to the testimony. So I don't know how much allegedly is when it's in court. Well, court testimony, you swear to take an oath,
But
no
is
one
it
knows if
still
it's true.
allegedly until they're found guilty or not guilty?
No, but boo, the Diddy thing is deeper than that. They were flying them out, telling them it was for a
No, I
bachelorette
know that,
party.
but I'm saying in the eyes of the law, is it all allegedly
until it's
guilty or not guilty? So allegedly what Cassie said on stand was the truth.
oh yeah, no.
But
no,
if the
no.
jury doesn't find it as that was the truth, then it's like
No,
not
it's always
credible.
allegedly.
Yeah.
It will always be allegedly.
Well, until there's a verdict.
No, even if there is a verdict, it's still allegedly.
Well, people don't say allegedly R. Kelly peed on somebody. No, that's
yeah, but
a fact.
people's verdicts get overturned, so it has to still be allegedly. 12 people can't determine what Cassie is saying is fact or not. They weren't there, so they can't say because he's
That's
guilty.
true.
She told the truth.
That's true. That's also crazy that when you go in front of a jury, like you have random people.
My mom is really trying to get on a jury, just so
I
you
would
know.
love to be on a
Okay,
jury.
so that's why Nana's also kind of coming early. She got jury duty, and it's in Phoenix, right? And she's like really excited because she hopes she gets it.
I've always
Because she
wanted
kind of
to be
wants to,
picked.
because they stay for you overnight.
Yeah.
Nana wants to do it, and I told her if she doesn't get picked for the jury, I'm gonna get her hotel night because I think it's crazy. You want a jury for a hotel night, boo? I'll get you one.
Yeah, that's wild.
No, but she's like,
I would love. You know what case I
that
really
shows how
wanted to
bored
be
she
on?
is. That's how bored she
You
is.
guys, I wanted to be on. There was a case, Jodi Arias.
Oh,
I don't know if you've heard of her or not, but no. Thinking about it.
no.
So one day,
Oh God.
we're really like, I don't know, girls, you can relate, I'm sure. Girls are really into crime shows.
Wait, ask them how many people watch crime shows to go to sleep or listen to police interrogations
I
or
can't
court.
go to bed.
Oh, I do all night.
No,
That's
not
where I
to-
get
I
my
gotta-
Diddy info.
No, I do it like
No,
during the
that
day.
sounded so
Whoa,
bad.
at
I
nighttime
don't
with the
listen to that
lights
at
down low.
No, I mean, girl, this is our podcast. No, I mean, no.
Oh, you're the one who said it, girl. Allegedly.
Allegedly. No, like interrogations and stuff I do.
No, I can't go to bed to that.
I don't watch TV anymore.
I have to
watch
be
YouTube.
at peace.
Mm.
Like normally Gilmore Girls, Friends, like shit that I could go to bed to. If I roll over and I hear some shit that catches my attention, I'm gonna be up. Because then I'm gonna go and watch what's on the TV. So I can't go to sleep watching that shit. I could watch.
What's wrong with me? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you listening to it at nighttime? That's wild. I'd have nightmares and shit. I close my eyes. He's in my dream.
Oh no, he is not in my dream.
So it's weird. I don't know if anybody can
allegedly,
relate.
I whoop his ass.
Well, whose ass? Diddy's?
Allegedly in my dream.
Allegedly. Oh my god.
Ooh, I have to find that other pack. I'm ready.
They want to know. He wants to know what our favorite movie is.
Okay,
Ooh, that's a good
well,
one.
give me. What do you mean? Like favorite horror, favorite comedy, favorite?
I don't know if I have.
Oh,
A
I
Walk
have
to
favorites.
Remember is a good one.
No, I have favorites for different times.
Yeah, I don't know if I have like if I could just pick one.
Yeah, I don't have one. I have favorites for moods
Different genres.
or how I'm feeling. No, how I'm feeling will be a favorite. Yeah, that's the best way to say it. Like, but I'm also old. I don't know if you can see in the dark, but I'm not young. So I like things like,
Yeah, Jodi Arias was crazy.
Shawshank
Guys.
Redemption, Life, Poetic Justice, Lion King,
Oh, I
Forrest
love Lion
Gump,
King.
Above the Rim, Waiting to Exhale,
Twister, Die Hard, Top Gun.
This sounds really crazy, but I used to love Sigourney Weaver in the movie Copycat, where the guy copycats murders, Silence of the Lambs. And I'm not a horror
crazy.
film. I'm not a scary type film person, but that type.
You watch those at night?
No.
No, I can't watch scary movies at night.
I watch
get
Forrest
scared.
Gump. Forrest Gump puts me to sleep.
Yeah, I can't say like a
Shawshank
favorite.
Redemption.
I have so many.
Yeah, it just depends. I was really into
Why do
that
girls like
Chinese
crime
movie,
shows so much?
that Chinese wedding movie.
Hey, does anybody know why girls love crime
Crazy
shows?
Rich Asians? Was that what it's called?
There needs to be a documentary on
Oh
why
my
women
God, I
brains
watched
are
it
wired
over and
to
over.
like crime shows. Why are we wired to
But I
that,
don't
though?
watch movies like The Notebook. That ain't me.
No, I don't like The Notebook. What would be my love movie? Love and Basketball. That was a good one.
I
Walk
love
to
La
Remember
Bamba.
was
I
a
love
good
La
one.
Bamba.
Footloose. I was gonna say Cut Loose.
What up? Dirty Dancing.
Yeah,
Oh
Dirty
my
Dancing.
God.
Oh, what was that one movie where he dies? Angel?
Ghost. I can't. I'll cry.
I love Ghost. Oh,
I'm
That's
really
a good
old.
one.
Who knows Whoopi Goldberg and Jumping Jack Flash? If you've never seen that movie, it's when she was young, like a comedian. That movie, those movies back in the day were so good. Nerds, I like watching Nerds back in the. If anyone has ever seen the movie Nerds, has anyone ever seen Kids?
I heard that it was some kind of exposure therapy, that things are less scary if you can learn from their mistakes. Ghost is so good. That's a good way to look at it,
heard was
actually.
some kind of exposure therapy. Yeah, I agree with
Yeah.
that. I agree with that.
That's probably true. And I feel like we always.
Exposure therapy. Yes.
I've always wondered, like, why?
No, but then what's the flip of that? Because I think that I'll be honest, I think we're at a day and age where we're exposed to a little too much.
Yeah.
And it has got people on the flip, maybe a little like paranoid, where we're a little too exposed. I do believe
As a
that.
generation?
Just as a culture. I think
As a whole.
we have way too much.
As a world.
We have way too much access to information that wasn't necessarily our business unless you went to journalism.
Okay, so I
Unless
love the
you went
internet, but also I come from a generation where, like, this wasn't allowed.
I
Like,
was
we didn't
alive
run to
before
the internet for stuff. We went outside. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't have.
No, but we're
this.
also a generation where, well, I don't know, but we have a slight age gap. But part of, I think, my family trauma still exists in my bigger family. Because we grew up in a generation where you don't let nobody
You don't
know
speak
your
about
business.
it. Yeah, that's a fact.
And now everyone has everyone's business. And in fact, this generation wants you to know their business.
You know what's sad is this generation would rather
We say this
record.
generation, but what is this generation?
They rather record than help. I think that's so weird.
Seinfeld's last episode, they went to jail for life because they were on vacation. This is true story, and I think the Seinfeld last
I
episode
just saw the guy Seinfeld.
was the best
from Seinfeld.
episode. They're on a vacation, a girl gets robbed, her purse is getting snatched. Jerry and them record instead of stopping it. Well, they were from a town where that's shady.
Yeah.
And the end of Seinfeld, they all ended up in jail together.
Yeah, because I think that's weird for you to see somebody hurt or like being just whatever, and you take out your phone to record instead of helping. I think that's weak.
Yes, no.
That's really annoying.
And she's not just saying that because we were at like a drive-through one time or something, me and this one, or Walmart, and the lady in the car in front of us was crying.
Oh.
And she was gonna go over and like hug her.
I was.
And I
we
stopped
were at
her.
Winco.
I stopped her.
I was
Only
like, that's so
because we don't
sad.
know what she's going through, and not everybody likes to be.
But I feel like if I was crying, sometimes people just need a hug, boo.
No, but sometimes they don't.
Well, if they want
Like,
to
if
fight,
they're
we
mean.
can do that too. But
Like,
I'm
if
just
they're
saying.
mean, girl, could you imagine if I'm in the car crying
And I knocked
someone
on
came
your
up to
window?
my car? I would look at them crazy and call you on speaker and be like, roll the window down and be like, tell them to get the fuck away
Well,
from
yeah,
my car.
sometimes people, yeah, but listen, sometimes people need just a moment to get themselves together and they cry. I
Goes
understand
to
that.
so good.
I understand that.
Oh,
But
thanks. What are your pics? Look.
she was so sad. She was sitting there for a long time. She was there for a long time. We sat in the car for like 10 minutes watching her cry.
No, let's not say that.
Not weirdly, but like,
Whoa. What other way is there to do
I got emotional.
What
I
other way
got
is there
so
to
sad
watch?
because then I was like, damn, girl, I feel it. Like, I want to cry too, girl. Like, bring this shit in. I'm tired too. Like, what the fuck? Life is lifing, y'all. If people cry, like, let them be. God damn, we got shit going left and right. Everything's fucked up. The Diddy case is messed up.
Bring it in, girl.
Yeah, like, that
Bring
shit's
it in.
sad. I was watching her like, damn, I could relate. Yeah. Let me hug you. Come here, girl. That shit was so sad. I'm gonna cry right now.
You're not. No.
You guys, that breaks my heart. To see people cry breaks my heart. Because it's like, damn.
Do I sound cold-blooded? I've asked people before. Am I
Yeah, but you're
cold-blooded?
kind of cold-blooded. I'm a lot warmer.
I've heard that, and I
Yeah.
don't.
I'm trying to be more cold though,
It
guys.
used to offend me, because that's
No, I
not
think it's a good thing
no,
to be.
No,
Cold?
I don't think so.
Not like completely cold.
You need to be
I like
warm.
some warm.
You need to be warm-blooded. I'm
No,
working
because
to
warm gets you.
get. No, I'm working to get
Warm blood is
warm-blooded.
not good.
'Cause
Be
I've
half
been-
and half.
So that's warm.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to be warm too, y'all.
Okay, back to the case. Oh God, this is sad. I was like this with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. I hated The Weeknd. There's no court,
Yeah, I know. Monday's almost here.
and it's like
Baddies is tomorrow.
it's a 6 to 8 week trial.
There's gonna be so many people. 6 to 8 weeks. That's how many
Like, I'm gonna
witnesses
go to-
they have.
I'm gonna go to work and come back, and we're still gonna be having it. That's crazy.
That's
Because
wild.
normally when I leave for one of my work trips and I come back, it's over, whatever we're into, and it sucks. The only thing that stays is baddies.
Yeah, that's the only consistent. That's crazy. 6 to 8 weeks of people testifying against Diddy.
And you see how this testimony is going.
And we're on 1 week.
And it makes sense. I understand why
What?
Cassie went. Because some people were saying, like, why would they pull out their strongest witness in the beginning and put all this out there now? She's hella pregnant. That's why they were, like, really on the judge about... The judge was like, she can't go past this week.
Well, yeah, and not just that, too, but if you think about it, every story after her story is gonna
corroborate her story.
Yeah, so it's like everything is just gonna...
She
like,
set
she's
the
a star
stage.
witness.
Yeah.
So, but every story after hers is going to show that that story has been happening with other people.
And you
Cassie
know what
was
else
just
I can't
the
wait to
bigger
come out?
picture.
Because I'm telling you, that 10 million drop, I think, stunned people. And the fact that, and people said, like, she got so much money. But I think once everyone gets on that
Dang.
stand,
I know some people are like that,
I think
but
a
I still
lot
try
of
to be
people-
kind.
I think a lot of people have been paid off.
Oh, a lot of people. Are
So
paid off.
it's going to
But-
make her not seem so rare.
Yeah, because Cassie was paid off, but she did the lawsuit still, which led to this. So I think people, even if they were paid off allegedly, I think right now is like a free time. Like, yeah, you guys got your money for being quiet, but like, get more. Obviously, if he paid you off, it doesn't matter right now.
No. That's what I'm saying.
So people just
I've thought of that.
coming out.
I've thought of that too.
Just left and right.
And I even looked up like an NDA, right? Because I signed one. Remember, I just signed one like a year ago for that thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we're technically taking him to court. And I asked my boss, like, do you remember we signed an NDA?
Yeah.
Can we even take him to court?
Yeah, because it's court ordered.
But I'm like, can we even take him to court? Because these things
Everybody, Cassie had an NDA. A lot of people that mess with Diddy had to sign not only quiet, but NDAs.
I think once it's court, you can't. You have to talk.
Oh yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Everything's voided. All the hush money, voided.
I'm telling you, that girl KK, and this is not allegedly, KK was his assistant up until she's the one pacing back and forth to Miami with him when they're raiding the house in LA. Okay, her name is Christina Quorum or something. KK. They call her KK. And then that lady who was on Real Housewives of New York, I can't remember her name. She thought she was so cool because she worked with Diddy and she was like a white Jewish lady. And so is KK. It's very interesting. I'm convinced, I have to look it up, if that if Capricorn was his assistant then dipped, I believe KK then became his next assistant. And she's his right-hand man in this stuff. So if that's what she's doing, is that what Capricorn was expected to do and why she dipped out? But you heard they were fresh. She was cool with Capricorn. We just watched that interview.
Yeah. I don't know. Capricorn allegedly got beat up by Dizzy.
When you're in a relationship,
Diddy, not Dizzy.
When you're in a relationship and things are happening, and unfortunately we both can pull from our own experience.
Yeah.
I literally was in that room having it happen to me, and my brother lived in that room, so I never made a noise.
Yeah. You protect the ones who's abusing you.
Even to my best friend.
Yeah, to everybody.
She knew something wasn't right,
yeah.
but also never thought that would be me. And me and her talked about this at that time, you know, after, like, I went through stuff with my BD. And she was like, Anna, just know, like, you were the one girl growing up because of what happened to my mom and stuff who was like, that would never be. She was like, so that was the farthest from my head.
Well,
she said,
even then,
I thought maybe you were, like, doing drugs or something. You know what I mean? She was like, I just knew you weren't you. You're always jumpy, blah, blah, blah. So it can come off other ways, you know? But I was jumpy because I was fucking...
Yeah, but that's how domestic violence is. You protect your abuser.
So that's what I'm saying. So, like, people could have not known.
Well, and then I think also when people do know, either they don't want confrontation or they have a fear of a friendship ending because then you reach out and you tell somebody, you get him arrested.
Or they will distance from you. Because how people will be like, oh, well, people isolate. That's not true. People will dip out of your life. I've had that experience too where they're like, I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
I couldn't deal with seeing you like that. Never said anything to me about it. I didn't even know it. I couldn't deal with it. I have two cousins to this day. One talks to me more than the other now. But my two oldest boy cousins on my mom's side stopped talking to me.
That's crazy.
When I got pregnant, yeah.
I was being abused and my mom let my abuser stay with her without having to pay rent.
You know, they just stopped talking to me because they said they couldn't deal with it. It was too much stress for them to think of it. Like, and I was like, wow, well, I survived it. I'm fine. And you still don't talk to me?
Yeah.
How'd you make my thing about you?
Right. Everybody does that.
That's why my brother and I don't speak right now. Clock that. Because mine is not yours. That's what we're not doing.
Yeah.
People do it. But I believe that people... So I believe people didn't know. Right? Like she even said, no. I told my mom. But when I told her it was the first time, that wasn't the first time. Of course not. Yeah. And then she's like, but then on the flip side, it's like, but the people who did know, but they asked Dawn Richard on the stand. They asked her on stand, how do I know this? I was playing when I was in the shower because I'm crazy. They asked her on the stand, why didn't you do nothing then? Basically.
Yeah.
And she was like, because that's his boo, basically. Like, that's his love. Because we all thought that. I really thought they were together. I
Yeah.
thought she had met the kids. I would have never thought she never met the kids or kicked it with the kids. That's crazy to me, allegedly, is what she said. And allegedly, she only got to spend her birthday and New Year's with him. That's crazy.
For all she was doing for him.
For 11 years.
For all she was doing for that man.
11 years, and he was 17 years older than her.
What?
So let's not forget the age gap. And that's not just an age gap, it's a mental life gap. Shit,
Yeah,
I
she
am
was
my
just a
age and
baby.
someone 5 years younger, a male to a female, that's a big ass difference.
Wait, how old was he?
They're 17 years apart.
So she met him at 19, so he was how old?
36.
Wild. That's wild. Wow.
Let's say she's 30 now. He's 40. No, she's like 33. No, she's way older than that. She's older than you.
Yeah, because me and you came out, what, 2006?
So let's say, and what's that? How old were you?
I graduated 09, 18, so 17, 16, 15,
Okay, yeah.
14.
So
15, 16.
let's say she's gonna be 40, okay? He's 57 right now.
Damn, he's on some Hugh Hefner shit.
No, and that's why everyone's like, yeah, he went gray. He's old.
He's gray in court now, y'all.
And he OD'd after going to the Playboy Mansion. That came out
And
in
he
court.
refused to eat. You sick son of a gun. Who do you think you are?
He is right now?
No, when he went in there, he refused to eat. Said he was scared people were going to poison him,
Oh.
allegedly.
Because he's in the same one Epstein was in.
He's in the same jail cell?
Same jail.
Oh, that would have been trippy if he was in the same.
He's in the same jail. It's the worst jail in New York. How you go around the key to the
So
city?
I predict that he believes in his head, because he's sick and twisted, that he's going to beat these charges. Or like you said, one of the juries are going to get paid off.
I think.
But
there's a chance of
if he
that.
doesn't, and they find him guilty,
He's in jail. He's R. Kelly.
he's jailed. But
Everybody.
I think he's not going to be what Jeffrey Epstein's girl is doing. She's, how you traffic people, but you didn't traffic them to nobody.
Wait, what?
She got guilty. She's serving jail time for trafficking and bringing the kids, or the
Girls.
kids and girls allegedly, to Jeffrey Epstein, right? She's in jail for that. But no names have been given to who those people
Isn't
were
that
trafficked
crazy?
to.
Isn't that crazy?
Except allegedly Prince Andrew's, allegedly,
Prince Andrew told on himself.
with the girl in the picture.
Prince
Who is
Andrew told on
now-
himself with that damn 60 Minutes interview. He screwed him. No, the BBC. He told on
Well,
himself.
she's passed away now. She's no longer here to
Virginia
testify.
Geoffrey.
And she was the
Rest in peace.
biggest number one person who got everybody together to come out and fight. And now
yeah,
she
she
has
never
gone.
stopped.
She committed suicide, apparently. After all
Allegedly.
these years, allegedly. She's had enough.
But then also made a post and said, if they ever say I died from suicide, no, that was not me.
Yeah.
So her
It's a
dad
true
is
story.
the only one having it investigated. He like won't.
Yeah, but that's kind of iffy because who you haven't investigated?
But she also
You
did
know?
weird stuff though before she passed.
Yeah.
Or I think she possibly could have done that to herself because there's a breaking point and some of the people we've watched their interviews on YouTube and I can only imagine just from hearing
But
the testimony how broken Cassie has got
allegedly-
to be.
A lot of people die from natural stuff, aka suicides, aka pneumonia, aka bull.
Pneumonia.
Right? Crazy how
Goodness.
everybody around's a
Or
certain
Jay-Z's
person.
Becky with the good hair died in her sleep of a brain aneurysm. She was perfectly healthy. That's
know-
got to come out. And oh God.
Allegedly.
Oh gosh. That's going to happen.
I feel like right now,
It's
like
going to happen.
certain like
It's coming
higher
out.
up people
It's coming
are,
out.
I don't know. I don't know. It's all crazy to me. Like, Everything that's going on right now is wild. Like, P. Diddy is on trial.
No, even the stuff she testified about, like, yeah, I was scared that he would shoot me because one time he ran out the house in L.A. with guns to go see Suge Knight. Okay, Tupac's been dead 20 years, dog. What'd you still beefing with Suge Knight for?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
By the time you're fucking with Cassie, you're still going after. What?
Yeah. Why is he so, like...
It's just, this is all gonna come. The stuff being said in this trial.
Oh, it's just not even the surface.
This is just
Pandora's box.
Oh gosh.
You guys, this is not over. Allegedly. In my mind. But I could be wrong because I don't know nothing about nothing.
And
for
to
real.
some people, they could not care. I personally will say, I went to high school from 96 to 2000. This trial is like my childhood in life. You know what
mine
I'm saying?
as well. I'm a
Yeah.
90s baby, but like I grew up on like... Now
So
I
this
can, you know
is
the song that
wild.
goes, woke up feeling like P. Diddy.
Yeah, Keisha.
What?
But she changed the lyrics now.
Oh yeah, I know. Crazy. Why you
She
changing
said, woke up in the
lyrics all of a
morning
sudden?
saying, fuck P. Diddy. That's what she made it.
Yeah.
Because she's all about women's rights. Because her manager really played her. Oh, boo, they did her dirty.
I just think it's crazy. I think all
Uncle
this
Luke
is
or
wild.
something, but not the rapper. The British. Yeah, that Kesha. Her name is Kesha.
Yeah, everything is just crazy. And it's not even like this is just gonna... Every testimony from now on for the 6 weeks is just gonna get crazier. Like, we thought that is crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine all the cover-ups to cover that up.
Yeah.
Where they're signing people as employees to the payroll
To
to fly them out. That's wild.
That leads to the racketeering.
Yeah, but that's crazy. You're putting people on payroll?
I don't care. I'm doing it. I'm doing it on
This is
Instagram.
Billy.
I'm doing it on YouTube. It's late. Whoever sees. It's public domain. So we're just going to show something because I just need people to see because I just remembered this. And this blows my mind still. Okay, so if you don't know what a freak off is, go listen to, you'll find it on YouTube, listeners, the first day of the P. Diddy trial. The first and second day. The first day is one of the participants of a freak off, and not Cassie and not Diddy and not another female. The second day is Cassie. You'll learn what a freak off is, okay? Okay, so you know, then you'll know what Diddy was doing with what he was doing it with. This is one of his favorites. That's fucking crazy. And it's not my fault he accepted my friend request. I don't even know him. But he did. And people tend to do this. In the R. Kelly trial, the first case, the victim in the tape, her and her mother accepted my Facebook friend request. Very interesting. I don't know why. So this is who was the other person. This was one of Diddy's favorite people to do his thing with.
Yeah. Allegedly.
No, this isn't allegedly.
You have to say allegedly.
Well, okay, allegedly.
Thank you.
But
don't sue my account.
No, come holler at me. I swear, if you're gonna mess with her account, you better come holler at me. Oh my god. I can't get it out of my
Why
head.
were none of the guys cute?
I can't. Oh. And you know what?
He like not only dogged her out, but like
And I'm
like
so
dogged
mad. I'm
her
so
out.
mad at the people who have spoken out and hella people discredited or was like they're crazy. And yeah, the one guy is crazy, but now it's making sense why he did what he did. Anyway, it's on the testimony. The guy in Florida. Oh my gosh, have you seen what he looks like?
I think you showed me him.
Look, this is just like what? And his story wasn't a lie. Why? Allegedly, his name was named in testimony this week.
Yeah.
Because Diddy's defense tried to paint Cassie as a violent person too. Like they're trying to paint this as domestic violence. But once again, it is not a trial about Diddy and Cassie. It is a bigger picture. It's the United States government versus him for certain things.
Yeah.
And it came up, Diddy's attorney brought it up to try to make Cassie go crazy because Cassie, there was a text from Cassie to someone about a tape that supposedly was out there about a freak off. And she's telling the person about the tape. She'll kill him, she'll bury him, she'll find a way to get him. And of course, I would say some crazy stuff too if someone had a crazy tape of me I thought was gonna get out there. But anyway, the person is a real person. And this person came out a couple years ago because he shot up the Trump Hotel in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, he's crazy. And he was crazy, but the story he was telling in the interrogation was like, oh God. It was exactly what it was. And they thought he had a recording of them, Diddy and Cassie, and he allegedly said they would use him as like a sex slave, like he wanted out of it, but they would keep messing with them. And okay, what? Like, what are we doing here? You made Cassie do what with who?
Yeah, there. Yeah. Show the people.
It's on YouTube. I mean, on TMZ.
He said all this to the police, and the police called him crazy.
He's still in
But
jail
now,
right now. He's still
look
in
what
jail
we're
right now.
look what we're watching, you guys.
He is still in
Look
jail
what's
right
unfolding.
now. Yeah, and it was all true. The
Yeah.
girl Gina, who's on Tasha K, and when Young Miami was holding up her sign
Yeah.
saying "I love you, Poppy" to Diddy, and then the girl and her were kind of beefing on social media, and everyone was like, "That Gina girl is crazy. That Gina girl is crazy."
Yeah.
Okay, well, in testimony, Cassie was very jealous of Gina because Gina got to be around the kids, and Cassie got New Year's and her birthday.
Also, Young Miami, where are you?
Oh, that
You were running your mouth a lot defending P. Diddy. Where you at? Why you not saying nothing?
Where's Stevie J?
Yeah, where's Stevie J at?
With your
'Cause
nasty
Stevie J
ass.
was really riding for his Uncle Diddy.
Stevie J, who produced for.
Who's also on Love and Hip Hop. Everything's scripted, y'all. Everything's not real. So everybody out here fighting because they do it on Love and Hip Hop and baddies, you'll go to jail in real life. Like, stop it. Like, they have contracts and shit that keeps them out of jail.
Yeah, but you
Like-
know who can holler at us? Scrappy. Scrappy, come holler at us.
Why?
Oh, because I love him.
Oh, Scrappy? Yeah, he's a little
He can
cutie.
come through. We got your back.
But he's
Scrappy.
scripted too.
We won't hate on you on this channel. We're not hating on nobody. We're speaking facts.
Certain people got there because they were placed there. Auditions were already signed up and set up. Like, come on, y'all. Come on. Let's be so for real.
Was Young Miami the downfall of Diddy? Why was Cassie so jealous of Kim and Gina? Some people are saying Young Miami also, like, I don't know.
Everybody just, I need to just know. I need more
Oh, it's coming.
of the court.
And now I feel like Cassie will write a book. All the books, you know me. All the books, I'm
Yeah.
buying. I don't care.
I hate to read.
Well, I'm buying them all and I'm reading them all. And whenever you want to start, you tell me. And I
Someone
have so
told me
many-
they read the Britney Spears book.
I have it.
And yeah, you should read it because if
I
you're a
have- I
Justin
read it.
Timberlake fan, you might not be
Oh,
after
no,
that.
not the new one. My sister got it for me on audiobook, though. Isn't that funny? No. Do you know? I told you. What's wrong?
I don't know. This person's getting kicked out. You're on timeout now. Good job,
What happened?
Patty Bum Bum. I don't know what that means, but it just annoyed me.
The book I read a long time ago talked a lot about this stuff happening. And it was by Superhead. That was the
Superhead?
nickname they gave her. That was like her nickname. Huh? But her real name is Corinne. And she did a lot of stuff with industry people, like in the 90s. And she wrote a book about it. And then she had to like go into hiding.
Damn. Yeah, but somebody read the Britney Spears book, and they were a big fan of Justin Timberlake. And then they read that book, no longer fan of Justin Timberlake.
No, supposedly it was
He said-
horrible to her.
Yeah, like made her like get a home abortion, allegedly. In the book, that's what it says. That the Crimea
way.
River was regarding her.
Yeah, I believe that.
Like basically, like she was crying over the loss of the baby, and he came out with that song.
And
Allegedly.
he always made it seem like she cheated.
Yeah, no. In the book, he's a cheater, he's an abuser, he's this, he's that.
Oh, goodness.
All the people we love, you guys, are probably like the devil in disguise for real.
No bueno.
That's why I was never impressed with Hollywood. Like, all these people are like, I would never pay thousands of dollars to have a meet and greet with Chris Brown. I don't care how fine
No.
he is. Like, I would not.
I don't care to meet any of them.
No, I don't care.
If I meet them, I meet them.
And then, like, all
I
these
don't-
people who, like, they pass by and everybody, like, loses their shit. No, I'm not going out of my way to chase you, to get an autograph, you're not that important.
I've never chased anyone. I've got autographs just because they're there.
Because you know what? You take their talent away from them, half of these females wouldn't even give a fuck about them. But because Chris Brown's got money, and he's known, and he's handsome, these females ruin their marriages, their friendships, their relationships for a man they don't have a shot with. Crazy. That's crazy. If you've noticed, people in Hollywood and people in the industry fuck with people in Hollywood, people in the industry. Very few have people outside the industry. Why? Because you can't explain how the industry works to somebody who's not in it. Hello! Let's talk about it.
Because it's weird.
You gotta all be down with the same get down.
The entire same get down.
That's why I've never wanted to be famous. Just hella comfortable.
Yeah, I just want to be comfortable. I want to be chill.
Y'all can take the fame. Although if you see me out in public, say hello. No. Oh Lord. Oh gosh, she's on the Insta, yo. You guys know who I like to follow on YouTube? The Dad's Podcast. He is very against people who put their children online. Like the YouTubers who have like the family channels and stuff.
Yeah.
He's very, very against them. Like, why does your baby have an Instagram? And why is your, like, content only of your children? He's really against that.
And I think they're going to make, like, better laws about it, too.
And right now, I really agree. Because, like, you're getting your money off of your kids. And your kids are, like, little. So, really, you're spending all their money. And you don't even do your own adult content. I see grown men acting like kids on this fucking app. And I'm like, how are you getting hella bread by acting like a child and you're a grown-ass adult? Or how you getting hella bread because your child is basically your everyday content? That means that people are weird and they're literally looking at your child. You have the millions of subscribers because predators follow you. Congratulations. Weird. It's so weird. Anyway, it's a good channel. You should watch him. What have you stumbled across over there?
Lemmy's something post.
Lemmy's from Zeus.
With Scotty.
If you don't know.
Well, not with Scotty. It was a poster.
Alright, y'all. I gotta get out of here because I gotta work tomorrow. So I will catch y'all tomorrow. Possibly. Have a good night. Boo, we were on there for an hour and 8